when you ask the question, should the LA Lakers trade for Kawhi Leonard, it honestly makes me think of this. It makes me think of Starbucks. I know that's silly, but hear me out. Whenever I need to go write somewhere, if I need to get some work done, I go to Starbucks. I specifically choose Starbucks, not Pete's Coffee, not literally nowhere else, no small coffee shops. I always choose Starbucks. And the reason why I always go work at Starbucks is no matter what city I'm in. I was in Dallas a couple weeks ago. Dallas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Bozeman, Montana, Seattle, Portland. It doesn't matter. No matter where I'm at, Starbucks gives me the exact same experience every single time. I get the same coffee, and I know I'll have a good working environment. I know I'll have a place with some quiet, soft music, a place to hook up to Wi-Fi, and I can get work done. And the reason why I choose Starbucks every time is because I'm a believer in a sure bet. If I know I'm going to get this experience, I want the guarantee. Why trifle? What if I go to a small coffee shop, they have bad Wi-Fi, they don't have coffee I like, yada, yada. Why worry about that? I like the sure bet. And so when I tell you that I think the Lakers should trade for Kawhi Leonard, here's the reason. It's because Kawhi Leonard is a known commodity. We know what Kawhi Leonard is. And, you know, the Lakers have a bunch of young assets. They have Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, some draft picks down the road. The truth is, I would rather have Kawhi Leonard. I would rather have the known quantity. I know what Kawhi Leonard brings to the table. I don't know what Brandon Ingram may or may not develop into. I don't know about Lonzo Ball. I would keep Kyle Kuzma. That's the one piece I would not trade. But I would choose to have the known commodity of Kawhi Leonard over the potential, all this potential, you know, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball. I want to tell you why I would keep Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is the one piece I wouldn't trade. Get rid of Lonzo, that's fine. I think Lonzo is kind of a pain in the butt. He's got family issues, yada, yada. I don't really believe in Brandon Ingram. I've been hearing for years, not years, but the narrative around Brandon Ingram is that Brandon Ingram is the next Kevin Durant. And I don't know that there is a next Kevin Durant. There might be another player similar, and the hope is that Brandon Ingram develops into Kevin Durant. But right now he's 6'9", $190, and that's just not very encouraging. So I think that the truth is Brandon Ingram is years away. I think that Lonzo Ball is a couple years away from really developing into what he needs to be. And I think Kyle Kuzma right now has the most developed body. Literally physically is the most developed and ready to play now. So I would hang on to Kyle Kuzma. I think down the road, you want to work on that. And I think it's interesting because the next thing we need to talk about is why would the Lakers want to trade for Kawhi rather than just wait for him in free agency? And I think that when you talk about the Lakers, first of all, LeBron James joined, and that changed their entire philosophy. Because it really was build for the future. We've got young stars, we're going to be patient, we're going to build something. And when LeBron James joins, it changes everything. It flips the script. And then you saw what the Warriors did. The Warriors added Boogie Cousins. Now, the Warriors have 5 All-Stars on their team, which effectively means there's zero chance that the Lakers will win a championship next year. The Lakers have no shot to win a championship next season. So why would you push for Kawhi Leonard? Why would you go after it? And it goes honestly back to the sure bet. I know what I'm getting. And if you test the waters with Kawhi Leonard, if you let Kawhi Leonard get to free agency, he may not come back. That scares me. There's some reports out there that Kawhi Leonard might sign with the LA Clippers. And that does concern me. I would not waste my time. If I can get Kawhi Leonard, I want to make sure that happens. Because here's what would really stink. You've already missed out on Paul George. What if you miss out on Kawhi Leonard? Would you rather, 2 years from now, if you have to give up Brandon Ingram, 2 years from now, when you have LeBron hopefully pushing for a championship, would you rather have Kawhi Leonard or Brandon Ingram? I would rather have Kawhi Leonard. So I would do everything I can to make sure I can actually have Kawhi Leonard. And I don't know, I think Kawhi Leonard is in maybe a different situation. I don't think I think maybe the better word is he's indifferent. He doesn't really care where he goes. He just wants to be in Los Angeles. Clippers, Lakers, it doesn't matter. But I also don't believe that Kawhi Leonard is desperate to team up with LeBron James. I really don't think it's worth, if the Lakers aren't sure, they should go get him now, because it's not worth letting him get to free agency. Because Kawhi Leonard really might actually pick the Clippers over the Lakers. And there's a reason why I don't think Kawhi Leonard is eager to join up with LeBron. And the reason is because he hasn't said he wants to. Look, Kawhi is just saying, I want to be traded to the city of Los Angeles. He hasn't said, I want to be traded to the Lakers. And what that makes me think of, I remember, a long time ago, years ago now, but I remember there was a girl I really liked. And I said I liked her, and I waited for a response. And she said all this stuff, all kinds of things. But the truth is, the girl never said she liked me back. She said all this other stuff, but it didn't matter. And we never dated. Nothing happened. And the truth is, unless someone says they want to be with you, they don't really want to be with you. If the girl had wanted to date me, she would have. And she made all these other excuses, and that didn't matter. And the point of this is to say that I think if Kawhi Leonard wanted to be with the Lakers, he would say, I want to be with the Lakers. He says all this other stuff. LA, I don't know. Doesn't means he is not really desperate to be with LeBron James. So that's why the Lakers should trade for Kawhi Leonard. It's not a foregone conclusion he will sign with them in free agency. And why risk it? Why wait for it now? You don't know. I really honestly would give up Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball, even draft picks, to go get Kawhi Leonard. I want the sure bet. I know Kawhi Leonard is a superstar right now. I don't know if Lonzo Ball is going to develop into a superstar. I don't know if Brandon Ingram is really going to develop into a Kevin Durant-like player. But I know how good Kawhi Leonard is, and I want the sure bet. And I'm not going to let him test the waters of free agency, because what if he decides to go to the Clippers or somewhere else? The sure bet is to trade for Kawhi Leonard. That is how you can guarantee you will have Kawhi Leonard on your roster. I think once he's already with the Lakers, he'll probably resign, because you can give him a max contract. He's going to stay, yada, yada. He doesn't care. He wants to be in LA. And I don't think he would mind being LeBron James, but he's not desperate to be with LeBron James. And again, I just don't think it's worth... Look, we don't really know what Lonzo is going to develop into. We don't really know what Brandon Ingram is going to develop into. There's hope. I don't say I'm not a Lakers fan, but I mean, if we're a fan of basketball, nobody really knows how good Brandon Ingram is going to be. There's hope, but he's only 20 years old. He's younger than me, and I'm a baby. So we'll find out. Right now, he's very much untested. And the last point I will make is I would hang on to Kyle Kuzma. Between Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, and Kyle Kuzma, I don't know that Kyle Kuzma has the highest ceiling, right? Brandon Ingram, 10 years from now, might be a better star than Kyle Kuzma. Straight up. He has maybe a better skill set. But currently, who can contribute the most for a team that has LeBron pushing for a championship? I think the player that can contribute the most right now is Kyle Kuzma. Again, I like a sure bet. I think Kyle Kuzma has the best body, is the most prepared physically to play in the NBA. That's the guy I would not get rid of, as Kyle Kuzma. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you want to help Strong Opinion Sports grow, you can share this with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show. And always remember, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, everywhere you can find a podcast, as well as YouTube. My full entire podcast is on YouTube, as well as shorter, more interesting clips like this. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and take care.